Today was a weird day. I've really gone downhill. Pissed off with it.
Fuck me. This has been emotional.
Hi, this is me doing my video blog for today. Well, for the 3 days we've done, I suppose. Today was a weird day. I've really gone downhill. Not just physically, but it's maybe because of the physical elements I'm getting that I'm starting to feel a bit shitty, but yeah, it's not good.
Cool, so this is my opportunity to sit down with the camera, with no one else around, and have a chat about how it's going and how it's really going. We're within day 3, and fuck me, this has been emotional. The physical test it was always going to be difficult, fine. But I've gone through some real highs and some real lows. First day, both Danny and I really nervous. For myself, there's just a level of doubt, and the enormity of what we were taking on was only really beginning to sink in the couple of days beforehand. Pretty crap night's sleep. Not really being able to stomach my food for that day, so we suffered, I think, as a result of that one. And then yesterday, bloody hell, it was yesterday, my feet started playing up. Whether it's just wear and tear or whether it's an actual injury will come apparent in the next couple of days, I think. But it put me at the end of the day almost unable to walk, let alone even try and run.
This is A3 400. It's a very nice road. It goes through some beautiful countryside. And most of all, the most impressive part about this road is the drivers drive like utter. So it's a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit on here, and we reckon we've seen vehicles going much faster than that. And if you look behind you, you've got one coming now doing the exact same thing.
He has no distance. A few miles. We've maybe gone 1.3.
So it's been about just over a mile now. How is your adapted knee thing?
Just waiting for the gel to kick in as well. It has helped a little bit, but no, still not good. I can't maintain the speed we were before. Still moving forward, but it's no good really.
This is a sign for Ascot, just over here. Not Royal Ascot or anything impressive like that, just boring Ascot.
Josh has been on the bike. He was on the bike for the last 12 miles of yesterday. And for today, so I fully support him being on the bike, because we both agreed, there's no point in injuring ourselves and making things worse. We both want to complete the whole thing, and if it means riding a bike for a bit, then so be it. I'm just finding it hard when I'm really struggling. I can see him sort of cycle off. Like I say, I'm not holding anything against him, but sometimes I just get really sort of pissed off with it.
So I popped up onto the bike for the last 8 miles, which was pretty shit. And I part of me kind of was broken at that point. Mentally, that was a real difficult thing for me to do, and so it was a bitter pill for me to swallow. And then today I spent the entire day on the bike, managed to break it, after saying that all I do is break bikes, which is great.
Well, there's a bit of a lull, quiet moment, so I thought I'd introduce myself. I'm Jamie, and I've been filming Danny and Josh on their epic journey to Scotland. We're on leg 2 and Josh is on a bike because he's got a few pretty bad niggles. He's in a bit of pain, so he's been riding a bike. Danny's got a really bad knee, therefore his morale is very low at the moment, and it's quite hard to pick him up. I think, honestly, he's pretty pissed off that Josh is on a bike. Obviously nothing Josh can do about it, he's sore. So he's pissed off about that. He's pissed off about his knee because he can't run. Obviously he'd want to run because he'll get to the stop location a lot quicker, thus the day being over a lot quicker. But the days are dragging on quite a bit now. Obviously Josh is pissed off because he's on a bike, and he's got the added little bit of stress knowing that Danny's pissed off because he's on a bike. So they're both pretty pissed off, and the conversations are a little bit shit. They've got 2 days without getting blisters, 3 days even, and one of them's got their first blister. I done a mile and got my first blister. I pulled myself to the back a little bit so they didn't hear me talking about them. Twats. I ain't got a girly voice. So I'm gonna go walk up to you now, Danny, and see if I can ride you up. Bye.
That's 10.3 miles done. 2 miles more than I thought I was going to do, but all's good. Poached eggs on toast now.
Yep.
Cool.
Walking guys, you can clap a little
Tonight looks like me and Paul can have a cuddle, which would be good. The rugby's on, so I can chill out. And then in here we've got a cold bath run ready for me. So I will see you all later.
Positives. You know, we have done 100 miles, we're a quarter of the way there. And it's only 3 days in, that's quite impressive. It is a really great feeling, it's feeling quite proud that we've got this far.
Well, and things do feel better. My feet are still pretty swollen. The rest of it is going well. I mean, the support we've had from our friends, our families and complete strangers that we met has been absolutely outstanding. And that has been brilliant. You know, we're putting our bodies through hell and beyond, and emotionally as well. It's very, very difficult.
It's a challenge of a lifetime, and I don't know if it's going to be repeated. I've mentioned that potentially doing something harder than this, but at the moment, I think this is as tough as I want it to be, because it's it's tough. You know, obviously we've got our military followers on Facebook that have been brilliant and donated, fantastic. But the support we've had from the civilian population throughout this event, through the campsites, through just people that have seen us in the street, to this hotel, has just been absolutely phenomenal, and you know, we couldn't have asked for any better. We've only had 3 not incidents, but 3 negative remarks from people, which out of the amount of people we've seen and come by, that's that's quite good odds. So it didn't really faze us.
We're being looked after really well by the support team. They are pulling out blind. Mick and Jeanette are working incredibly hard and seem to be taking everything in their stride, and with a continuous smile on their face, but I know they must be concerned, well at least I hope they're concerned for our well-being. Danny, I think I know that he's struggling, but we do brighten up every time we come to the campsite and we see the work that Paul and Jamie have done to get everybody around is outstanding. And even if it's 8:30 at night, the sunglasses are going back on, because it is emotional, certainly at the end of that day, at the end of that distance.
What I do want to say is thanks to everyone that supported us. This is the support team now. We've got Paul. He's done an absolute blinding job, and he's working his balls off every day, and he has done for the past sort of 5-6 months, getting everything squared away. So thank you, Jamie, for what he's doing with the media side. You know, he stuck to his promise. I asked him to just stay in our faces for the whole time, even if we're pissed off. He's fully succeeding, and yeah, he's done well. My parents, they've been absolutely fantastic with their motorhome, following us up the route or jumping ahead of us, having food ready, having the chairs ready. You know, they're up and down like a yo-yo when we get there. It's absolutely phenomenal.
So it's quite a depressing video diary. So I'll finish on a couple of good notes, I think, because then I'll sleep with a smile on my face. It's long on the way. It is a fucking outstanding course that we're working for, and so we've got 6 more days, really, of hard graft ahead of us. It's actually 7 more days of hard graft ahead of us, but 7 worthwhile days. And I know that when I sit at the end of this, up in Scotland with a beer in my hand, and over the weeks and the months that follow, and I have a chance to properly reflect on it, I think I'll be very happy. And yeah, that's enough. Good night.
Having Cameron is absolutely brilliant as well. I'm so proud when we get to the campsite and I can hear him playing his bagpipes. And yeah, it's good. He gets all the people gathered in for from the campsite, and that makes it all worthwhile. So, and the families as well. They've been supporting us throughout the whole of the training, and you know, leaving messages of support on Facebook, phoning us up. So it's absolutely fantastic. And but my friend H, who took his own life, I've thought about him every day, maybe a couple of times every sort of 10-15 minutes. More so whenever there's 3 drains. 3 drains, he used to, for some reason, just avoid them. And I asked him one day why he was doing it. He said it was bad luck. He didn't really know why. So since that day, I've avoided them, which I think could maybe cause me an injury by the end of this event, because I'll do anything to avoid them 3 drains, even if it means diving over the drains on the verge, as has happened a couple of times. But I'll always remember him, and this is for me. This is for him, and for other servicemen like him that feel they haven't got an escape. So hopefully Combat Stress can help them.